Shout out to my people. Shout out to my people sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people, man. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing great. Today we got a clip of Wallo on the 85 South show. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you guys hop into my bio where you can find my other social media platforms. So I love you. Let's get it.
Hey, man, welcome back to the 85 South Show. Let's do it, baby. Let's go. We got a very special guest in the house with us today. We got to change the name of the show now. This is going to be $85 million worth of game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, if you can look at him, the baby oil edition.
Hey, well, why you gotta stop playing with me, Wallo?
Listen, man, that's all his jokes. You know, he 25 years in the chain game.
Man, he just said he was going through a bottle of baby oil a week.
A bottle of baby oil in a week is diabolical. And am I tripping, or is that Craig from Roast Me? Is that Craig from Corey Holcomb? You know, he is the most slept-on comedian to me, and the fact that these boys on the 85 South show put him on their show, man, that's love.
No, I said there's a possibility you can.
That gonna create a rash.
I never confirmed that I was going to do that.
But even if you don't confirm that you did it, you was in the vicinity of somebody else.
I ain't say I was
But baby oil in a fast motion is not good.
No, lotion is better.
See, this shit going somewhere I don't even want it to go.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we got none other than slippery ass Wallo.
Slippery ass.
Wallo 367 in here with us today talking about his new book,
Yes.
Armed with Good Intentions. It's amazing that he wrote a book. He just learned how to read last year.
Yup.
No, I'm just fucking with
The
you, man.
computer helped me.
Hey, what made you do it, Wallo?
I wanted to share my story so they can see the similarities in my journey and how I didn't give up and how they can't give up. You got to keep going because a lot of times if people look at everybody here, they look at the success, they look at everything you're doing, they look at the jury, the cars, but they don't know it's you got to pay attention to your story and not your glory.
Right.
All of us here, we had some hardships, some trauma growing up, trying to figure it out, not knowing what was going to happen. Could have went to, could have been dead, could have went another route. And I think a lot of times some people see once you get to success is there. It's like, oh, he got it figured out. No, we don't. We still figuring this shit out. And the process of why we winning. You're still trying to figure things out. You go through the hardships, the ups and downs. And it's like, I wanted people to see that, be like, yo, we the same. I just didn't give up.
Well, definitely. So I'm 32, right? Mm-hmm. So take us back to, because everybody claim that they been in the streets and all that, but it's only two ways. You can either escape or you get the ass end of the stick. Mm-hmm. And I think we all witnessed that. And of course, to your testament, you got the ass end of the stick.
Yeah.
But like you said, you got out and you overcame. You are a product of rehabilitation for real. Mm-hmm. So can you take us back to when Wallo was in the streets and then when Wallo realized, oh shit, my life just got taken away from me. And now, during this process, how do I keep a sane mind and knowing that, all right, my day is gonna come. But when my day actually came, I didn't take it for granted.
That was a really good question. It's crazy to see the growth in DC Young Fly, to see him, on the vines, to world star hip hop. He was doing this thing on Wildin' Out and stand-up comedy, the 85 South show. I just seen on Facebook when Rich Homie Quan died, he talked at the funeral and he was making the family smile and everybody was like, man, this might be his gift for real.
You know what it was? Like, me being in the streets, I was just emulating the shit that I seen take place in the ghetto. And I wanted to be a part of something. I didn't want to be left out, and I didn't want to feel... I wasn't strong enough to embrace my individualism. Mm-hmm. Because, what I find funny to me, what I laugh at a lot of times, when motherfuckers be in the street telling me I ain't no follower. Nigga, you ain't invented the street gang. Niggas been doing that shit since the beginning of the time. And it's this idea that we have in our mind that if we ain't a part of this criminal lifestyle, we a sucker, we a lame, we a goofy, we a weirdo. And that's what was taking place when I was growing up, and I was like, I ain't want to be that. So the fact I wasn't strong enough and I was impressionable not to go against the grain and say, you know what, let me just go to school. Mm-hmm. Let me go, try to play some sports. Let me just do some regular shit. I said, man, I got to be a part of this. And at the same time, in the ghetto, only thing I seen, the only people that got respected in our ghettos, all I get was a motherfucker that got some money. Right. They ain't respect the working man. They respect Mike with the Benz that pull up getting the most beautifulest girl in the neighborhood. He had the Benz, he had the gold chain on, pocket full of money. Miss Johnson, Miss Brown, Miss Green, all the older ladies, hey, baby. They wasn't speaking to Mr. Earl that was coming back from work that was a plumber every day dirty.
Right.
So I said, and a lot of us said, I gotta be him, the street nigga, the drug dealer. And that what it was, but like, I ain't gonna hold you, DC. When I thought about it later on in jail, I said, man, I'm sitting in jail all goofy for following, trying to be down with some shit that I really wasn't down with.
Being able to be honest, self-reflect, and look yourself in the mirror, you know, I think that's the reason why Wallo is so successful today. He's definitely a living testimony.
But was afraid to say, that ain't me. And nobody wanna say that. That's why a lot of times, when I see everybody with this ultra tough shit, I just be like, come on, dog. Like, you just really scared. You just don't want to tell the homies that you think they're going to look at you goofy. But you really don't, because your tough shit is like manufactured. I could just see through it. Because it's not consistently, and you really got a heart. You really not as cold as you think you is. That's why you putting all the camouflage on. You got the mask on, because you scared to see yourself. You don't want nobody to see your face and be like, come here, man, let me give you a hug, man. You ain't really trying to do nothing.
What was it? What was the thrill of the streets for you?
The thrill was the excitement that in America, they love the successful criminal. So I wanted to be one. If you go to a judge, a lawyer, district attorney, the FBI agent, they're going to tell you their favorite movie is Scarface or Michael Corleone and The Godfather. That's all they love. That's all they love. We only love wrong. And that was always on a pedestal in America. Everything about it was, that's the only person that got the, so I was excited, like, damn, can I steal the American dream? Because I never seen nobody get an American dream working. I never seen nobody obtaining that shit. You see what I'm saying? Everybody I seen that was getting, these motherfuckers get, damn, getting that drugs, he got the car, and that, wow, Mr. John ain't never had no brand new Benz, man. He been working for 100 years. He ain't never get nothing brand new. All he do is paint his house every 2 years. This motherfucker flying, doing his, got all the girls, he got the jerk. So you look at that, especially young, you want that shit. You want to be down. You don't know no better. And even though you got a good family, grandma, my mom, they telling me what to do, but they, the right path, they out fucking number. They outnumber when you step outside of the house and step into the streets. You got all these different personalities, all these different, people that's on the same, impressionable just like you. You don't know. They just know how to camouflage that shit better than you. They put in a real nigga costume. That real nigga costume is crazy. They sell them Jones at the corner store. Think about it. It's just not, they just know how to put it on. They know what to say. They got the balled up face, the energy, and you just like, oh damn, I gotta be down with that. It's deep.
So when was the moment that you realized, oh shit, I'm caught?
It wasn't just about being caught. When you go to jail, you're like, damn. I'm like, oh shit, my ass on the line. They gonna try to get me. Right. On some real shit. I ain't one of them dudes that wanted to cap and just be like, I'm in that joint like, oh shit, I'm thinking about the movie, Blood and Blood. Oh my God. What the fuck did I done do? Because I was already doing the juvenile bits, but that shit wasn't really nothing. But when they certified me as an adult, 17. Juvenile system, I'm going through that, but I'm a juvenile when they certify me as adult. Because in Pennsylvania, all these states is different.
You're a child being charged as an adult.
Yeah, because when you get locked up with a certain crime, I had the guns, or the firearm violations and the robbery. So it's like, at the district, when they take you, you're adult now. You got to go to court to figure out if we want to make you a child again. Because your record mixed with your crime, no, we're going to send you up top. And then you go to court, and you in there trying to get the mercy of the judge. Judge like, nah, your jacket too a little lifting. You know what the fuck, you know the right. You got to go up top to the big boys. So you still really a kid. Now they gonna sentence you like you're adult. And that's when the shit get real.
And something that you say all the time, what I saw you say about your messaging to, throughout your time being in jail, watching the revolving door, the youngest coming in and out, keep coming in and out, was y'all operating out of a book that don't nobody read no more.
Yeah, that's what the youngest will tell you, because, it took a long time, because I remember I seen this young kid, he was telling on his homies, and we was in the holding cells. And it was some real information that he gave me, and it woke me up to the point of like, damn, that's some deep shit. And I'm like, damn, nephew, you did your own shit, whatever you did, and damn, how you gonna tell on them you was a part of? You're like, OG, mind your business, man.
Damn.
I said, damn, because we in the gates, like his cell down there with the green joint, and we in the gates. And he walked by, and they're like, yeah, that nigga telling on us over there. And I'm like, what you say, young blood? What you say? So my man OG Jeff Gant get on the joint. He's like old gangster in the joint. This is boxer ball, all that. He was really respected. He said, what you say, Neff? What you say? He said, y'all heard me, man, mind y'all business, man. See, the problem with y'all OGs is, you know, y'all operating off of some rules in the book that nobody read no more, man. Mind your fucking business, man. So I sat back down on the bed because his vocal tone was a little aggressive, and I didn't know if he really was like that. So I didn't want to figure out if he really was built like that. I just sat down, laid down, let Jeff keep talking to him through the gate. I'm like, because I'm sitting here processing like, damn, that was some deep shit. All them rules that everybody died for and swore by and this and the third, that shit out the window. The United States of America Street Code Manual, whatever it was, it's like, and then you say to yourself, was it ever really a manual or was we just blind following? Because what the fuck happened? Where did we get out of all this shit?
That just made me think of the Lil Durk trial and the Young Thug trial. And, you know, people snitching, people ratting. And I agree with Wallo. You know, it ain't really no code to the streets.
Right.
And you look at it and you seeing like, you know, for me being in the penitentiary, I'm seeing dudes in there for, you know, you got dudes sitting in that joint, especially in the state of Pennsylvania, been in here, you know, 45 years, 30 years. 30 years is like a normal number.
Damn.
Like, that's like normal. You know, everybody been, like, them dudes doing life, they been in there 30 years. Like, that's like the normal joint, man. So it's like, you just like, who the fuck won out of this shit? And on the other side, the ones that ain't in penitentiary, they dead.
Right.
So it's like, who really won? You be like, damn, who really won out of this shit, bro?
The mortuary.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then it's like, you wake up in the jail, you was like, I did. It take two, probably 4 or 5, shoot a gun, pop, 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 pop. What's that? That wasn't even 5 seconds. Your life could be gone for less than 5 seconds. So when you look at that shit, and when I think about all the robberies, all my crime, I probably, in the history of my criminal participation and the crimes that I committed and got locked up for, it probably didn't add up to about 4 or 5 minutes. But I spent 5 years in the juvenile facility and then now 20 years in the penitentiary. I spent majority of my life inside of cells, to where as though I was so normal. It was so normal for me to be bitten. It was like nothing. I get locked up, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do a bit. Fuck you, I ain't saying that. You know what I mean? Go in there. It was a program where I go in there, I get to the cell block, I see, oh, let me get some cleaning equipment. I splash the cell down, clean the cell, scrub it out, all that shit. I mean, get with the block worker. Yo, man, I'm gonna need some extra sheets, man. I'm gonna need some extra sheets. Give me an extra pillowcase, blanket. I got you. I'm gonna get you some commissary. And I just go back into my bed. You know what I mean? Because it's a program. And you see so many brothers do it. That's why a lot of our family, me, like, damn, that motherfucker do a bit like it ain't 5 years. Motherfucker, 5 years, that ain't nothing.
Hey, man, how you do that much time and not let it break your mind, though, Wallo? Because, like, we've been knowing you for a long time, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas don't get that.
And I ain't never seen you get out of character. I ain't never seen you not smiling. I ain't never seen you speak with an aggressive tone. But, like, the people who know your story know that, nigga, that's a world away from the rowdy nigga you were. Like, how do you deal with that part and not let it break your mind?
That was a great question.
Prison humbled me because no matter what you're doing and you think you do, how tough you is, I done seen some real, live, tough motherfuckers. Like, I'm talking about, I done seen some real, live, angry motherfuckers. And it'd be like, you in that cell and you in them joints, and you like, oh, my life ain't that bad. These motherfuckers gonna be lifting weights till life stop. Like, you understand, I'm in the penitentiary, the biggest penitentiary in Pennsylvania, 5,000 inmates in this joint. And majority of these dudes they gotta be here till their life stop. So it's like, I'm looking at it like, I always had this relief in me, like, damn, I'm getting out one day. But it also give you a level of respect. It give you some humility, because you got to be humble in these type of environments, because prison was the most dangerous and the most respectable environment I've ever been in my life, because these dudes in here is real life killers, and you got motherfuckers, they wake up every day hoping they can stab somebody today. I didn't mind motherfuckers, they be just angry and bitter. So, but then it's also the dudes that's on a high level of, the mannerism was crazy, because like they so serious and ain't playing no game, to where as though you'll see an OG bump another OG in the process of going to the chow hall, and they'll sit there for a minute and have a apology festival. My fault, brother. No, my fault, brother. And you like, why that's going on? Because they understand that if us two go through this shit, it's gonna erupt in our different homeboys gonna go through it and it fuck the whole, the movement of the prison up. Because once that go down there, they gonna lock us down. Motherfuckers gotta get shipped out. They gonna start taking certain prison privileges and you fuck up the whole morale and the movement and the flow of the prison. So they thinking on a bigger level. So you sitting back like, I ain't got them problems. I'm gonna get out of here one day. Tomorrow's gonna be better than yesterday. So I'm in there always laughing every day. Always happy because I'm like, damn, I ain't gotta be here forever. I'm gonna get out of here one day. Even cause when you go in there and it seems crazy, 20 years is a long time, but I'm like, there's a motherfucker in here that across the hall that been in jail for 42 years and he got the rest of his life to go. Like he ain't even start his time. You know what I'm saying?
That's heavy.
So I'm looking at this shit like, damn, and then I'm looking at it like, damn, I can't be in here complaining, I can't be bitching. Like, and then I'm seeing dudes kill themselves, they hanging up in there, dudes getting raped, motherfuckers getting stabbed to a motherfucker arm get tired.
That has to be traumatizing to be in that environment 24/7. And the fact that he kept a positive mind frame in prison, that's pretty impressive.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I had to go so deep in the prison where I had to go insane in order to stay sane. So me and you kicking it, we walking in the yard, man, you see LeBron last night? You see the fight? Man, that shit was crazy. You hear motherfuckers screaming over there, motherfucker chasing the motherfucker with a knife, stabbing him. But me and you, our minds is protected because we already went insane to stay sane. So we looking at that motherfucker like, man, that motherfucker did some dumb shit. But yeah, man, the game was crazy. And we walking. The dehumanization of black people by black people, it already took place in the ghetto, whereas though we taught from a kid, when you fall off the swing and you start crying, boy, stop crying, be tough. You taught not to feel and not to be human from a kid perspective. So now we in the penitentiary, it's really real. You definitely can't be no human. You definitely can't show no signs of emotion. You see what I'm saying? You gonna do that when you go in your cell, put your towel up. That's when you by yourself, you figure that shit out.
With that being said, you lost your brother.
Yeah.
While you was in jail. Your mom's.
No, my mom.
Your
my
mom.
my grandma.
Your grandmom.
My mom, my step pop. See, you gotta understand.
How did you manage that though? What you just said about not being able to show no emotion, to lose people who are close to you like that in that environment.
It get deep. It get deep with me because, like, my prison joint. I was a part of it. I was a part of generational incarceration. This is something that takes place that a lot of us don't understand. Generational incarceration is, in the 80s, I used to go see my step-pop in prison, right? Me and my brother, Steve and Jalal. Jalal is my step-pop son, my youngest brother. So we used to always go up there, and Hip used to always give me, yo, man, stay out, don't do this, man, go to school. He used to always push that on me, but you in the penitentiary. So I'm going to the penitentiary to see him. It didn't work. The game he was giving me didn't work. So we in Dallas Penitentiary. We're going to see him, and it's in Dallas, Pennsylvania. So what happened is, this in the 80s, 1990, by the time this in the 80s, so I'm growing up doing my stuff. He in prison, we always want to see him. By 1998, me and him are cellmates in that prison. I used to visit him as a kid. In 2005, me and my brother are cellmates in the prison. We used to visit my step-pop as a kid. They wound up going home. I'm doing big numbers. Both of them expire while I'm in the jail. Grow up with the satellite. I'm like, these motherfuckers got the satellite? And they ain't doing that with that shit? I'm like, I could do anything. It was up. I'm in there watching Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain used to be on drugs. This nigga got his life together. Now he giving people education about the world and exposure. I knew that in the ghetto, we lacked exposure. Niggas ain't going nowhere. A nigga ain't gonna leave their city. You know how many motherfuckers never left Macon, Georgia, man? They ain't going nowhere.
That's definitely facts. Make sure you guys are stepping outside the box, meeting different people, trying different things, because you never know what you don't like or what you may like if you never try it. That's definitely going to be some goals that I focus on next year, is like, getting out, traveling, networking, meeting new people, trying, different things, trying new foods. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys hop into my bio where you can get my other platforms. I appreciate y'all. Peace. I'll see you guys on the next one. We out.